guys, welcome back to It Hurts to Be Pretty podcast. I'm Angel Renee, your host.
And I'm Lexi Wilk, Angel Renee's co-host.
Wow. Okay, you guys, we have a special guest. By the way, happy hump day because it is Wednesday, Woman Crush Wednesday. But we have a special guest.
We have a man crush today.
We do have a man crush today, and I have a crazy story of how I met this young man. Well, I haven't met him.
This is the first time.
This is our first time meeting. But I slid in his DM. They go down in the DM.
They go down.
Go down in the DM.
What did you say? What did you say?
I don't remember. I probably had 1 or 2 glasses of wine. I was like, what did I say?
I don't even remember.
How'd you find him? You're just Googling like...
No, I
Hot
just
plant dads
I'm
in
always
Denver.
looking like people in Denver, like interesting people to interview, and he came up, and I was like, "Huh, that's different."
Yeah.
And then I kind of ignored it, and then he popped up again, I think, on my feed, and then I was like, "Okay, let me see what this little kid has to offer."
Little
And
kid.
then I
Kid is
so
crazy.
then I went on his feed, and I was like, "Oh, he's pretty funny. He's like cheeky." And then, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Kossi. Some people call me Plant Daddy.
Plant Daddy. Plant Daddy.
Plant Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kossi, so tell me how long you've lived in Denver.
I actually grew up in Denver. So
Okay.
I've been here since '05. So most of my life, I'm 27, so
Nice.
almost 20 years.
So kind of a baby. Yeah, little boy. What'd you call him?
No, yeah, I don't know.
Young man?
What young man?
I'm an adult.
You're a young adult.
Young
You're in your
adult,
prime.
Well, I also, I mean, you're a young man
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so wait, should we tell him? I don't know. Should we tell
I don't know. Should we?
I don't know.
Did you
I'll
forget? Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Or let's
Okay.
just fucking tell him.
Okay, why don't you get it? It's in there. It's in the bottom.
Where? Oh, why don't
I
you
have
grab
something
it?
to
You're
admit.
closer. What one?
It's maybe this
Is
one
something
right
gonna
here,
pop out on me?
right there.
Is something gonna pop out?
No.
This one?
You'll find
Oh,
out.
the other. Oh, yeah, maybe it's in there.
Try both. Push.
No, check the other one. Bring her out.
Bring her out.
Oh.
Bring her out.
We're gonna tell you.
I have something to admit.
Angel, what the fuck?
I have something to admit.
It's worse than I thought.
This is my plant
Oh,
from my house.
wait. Why does it look like this?
Leave her alone.
Is it a calathea? It looks like a calathea.
We didn't know.
This is a sad little girl. And I was
so
like,
cute.
should we tell him that I kill plants? Because I do. That's why I almost didn't have you on, because I was like, ugh, I kill plants.
embarrassing.
I've been
It's
known
not
to
embarrassing.
kill plants, but my son left. My son was staying with me for a while, and he has a green thumb. And he was like, Mom, all you have to do is remember to water your plants. And I'm like, I know, son, I'm just busy. So anyway, this is what was left because he left, and it's been about a week.
Mm.
And I came back to this and I cried because I missed my son, but
There's
also
some green left. Look it.
look at
There's a little green. It can be saved.
on
Can this be
their
saved?
life.
No,
Holding
honestly,
on.
it will grow back. You could like
No,
try fully cut
and
it
this-
off.
Look,
Fully
shout
cut
out to
off?
Yeah,
Tay.
it'll grow back.
Shout out to Tay Che. I have her.
No, that's how you know it's old.
It's old because
Yours.
it's now Vitality.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I had to admit that we won't keep her on air very long.
That's
No.
I would just want everybody to meet her. And this is a representation of my soul today, 'cause I definitely am sad I missed my son.
And you're gonna give us some tips at the end for how to care for our plants. Quick question: how old do you think we are?
Ooh.
You won't offend us.
Oh yeah, we don't give a shit.
Late 30s, early 40s.
Late 30s. Oh, that's okay. I say Callie, and Albie's like, oh shit, this is gonna go bad, so fast. Listen, he's been following me for a minute, so he knows I have
Go.
kids. Late.
You want you wanted
30s?
hold on. Not late 30. Not late 30.
You can close your mouth now, but I'm like,
Are you like 32?
29.
29?
30 in a couple months. Yeah, this is rough. We're canceling this funky episode. I don't like him.
okay,
It's a hard question, but here's a tip for the future: always round down. Say 20. Like
no, she does this every time. We were at the airport.
We do.
I don't know why she does this shit.
I've never gotten.
By
late
the way,
30s,
45. I'll be 40. I am 45.
That's fucking phenomenal.
Well, you're just saying that because because you want to rip him right
salty.
now.
Yeah, can you see my brain is just like
Okay, no, we're at the airport and we're a group of us, some of the employees, and she's like, tells the waiter, "Oh my God, how old do you think all of us are?" And I'm like, "Why do you say that shit?"
it's fun. It's a fun game.
I did ask these 12-year-olds this weekend because I was doing a little quick random video, and 12-year-olds don't fucking know. They don't know. I could be their mom. I could be their aunt. They're like, "You're 25." I'm like, it wasn't even a compliment
No,
because
they think 25's old.
exactly. So I was just like, "Okay, you're cute. I love you." But anyway, don't be salty. It's fine. We're moving right along.
Great. 27. Okay, you've been in Denver for forever. Are you single?
I am.
Okay. Have you been single for a long time?
A year and a half about.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you in a long-term relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 years.
4 years.
Was it like getting ready for marriage?
Mhm.
Oh shit.
What happened?
Has she been on our podcast?
No, she has not been. She has not been on the.
Wait, I know so many girls. I don't want to piss anyone off. Okay,
No,
Make sure
she's
you're talking a little closer to the mic just
Okay.
so we can pick it up.
Yeah. No, she hasn't been on the podcast.
Okay, so you were with her and you guys broke it off. You broke it off. Was it mutual?
I broke it off.
Why?
Why? Oof. I think sometimes people grow together and sometimes they grow apart. She was an amazing person, but I think not everybody's compatible to be in a romantic setting, and sometimes you grow apart. But also one of the biggest things was probably as an adult, it's extremely tough to take care of somebody and all their needs if they're not happy within themselves.
True.
And you can only go so far before it kind of just like drains you. You forget about yourself because you're always fully invested in somebody. There's a golden rule where you're supposed to treat everybody like you want to be treated. But a lot of people have a hard time with like the platinum rule is like treating others how you like they want to be treated.
Yeah.
I think that was one of like the biggest like downfalls of like growing apart or so.
Did it break your heart?
I think I put in a lot of effort to try to like
Make it work?
make it work. And I think once you get to like a point and you don't feel like you're getting anything back,
You're frustrated.
it's not even frustration. You're just kind of like, you're just drained, defeated.
Yes.
At that
right.
point, you're just
And
like,
so you're
I'm
just-
so done.
You're to that
detached.
point, you are 100% like detached.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you did everything you could and
Yeah.
you can walk away knowing that.
Yeah.
So are you dating now?
I just started dating again. Like
Nice.
fully like actively like dating and trying to actually.
Okay, so on dating apps, are you on Raya? Are you on Bumble? What's the other one? Tinder? Grinder? What's going on? I don't know.
Grinder.
What's
Grindr.
Grinder? Is Grinder? What's Grinder?
Is it
I
for the
just-
gays?
Oh, just kidding.
Probably not.
I don't know.
You're like, I don't know if I'm.
You did call me a lesbian earlier, so
Wait, why did yes? Because apparently, if you are in, or no, if you drive a Subaru,
Subaru,
you're a lesbian.
yeah.
That's
Sometimes I've heard.
sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with that. Shout out to my lesbians. Okay, you're dating. You're on apps.
Yeah.
Are you swiping left and right? Is it So I heard one time a guy was like, I just always swipe right until a girl like matches with me,
What do you
which I
mean?
thought was so crazy.
How do you-
Because pussy has no face. So are you being intentional? Because are you being intentional? Are you being like?
He has no face.
it absolutely does. But
It does.
no,
It has a smell.
yeah.
That's for sure. Oh, it has a smell. Some. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
No.
Agree with that pussy is a smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, every woman has
Everyone
a
has a
sense.
different
Yeah,
scent.
some better than others.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along. Okay, so are you swiping right all the time?
No. I am a lot more intentional about it. And then I think I used to have a Hinge before and then deleted it. One of the biggest things I'm doing differently now is being a lot more intentional about it, about
Yeah.
exactly what I want, so you get the raw person,
Yeah.
like, don't waste my time, like, or like whatever the case may be. But then I also do like pay attention to how somebody else is. Do we have like similar, like, will I actually like enjoy being this person? Can I actually be obsessed with this person? Right.
You don't really know that with one or two dates.
I feel like you kind of
yes
do.
and no.
I mean, you know if there's chemistry.
You know right
know if there's
away,
chemistry.
right?
But like obsessed, that's more of that's like
Lust.
attraction and lust and desire, where if there's a connection that can build, I mean, you have to be physically attracted to someone
100%.
for sure
Yeah.
initially. But sometimes, like for me, a funny guy is super attractive to me. And I think we said this, Will Ferrell is like one of the guys I would probably sleep with.
I've never heard that before, but yeah.
I would sleep with him, and that's
Sure.
not even my type. But why? Because he's funny. I don't
Yeah.
know.
See, I don't know. I'm like instantly I can tell within 10 minutes of talking to someone, like if it's gonna be like a deep connection or an
Yeah.
I
obsession.
mean, deep connection.
Yeah.
I would say more of a desire. Right? There's like that lust. There's that chemistry. There's pheromones. If like he smells good.
If you're
he smells
drunk, there's always a little.
good. all that shit goes out. I'm like,
Fuck it. Okay, wait. Can we see your dating profile?
You guys can.
oh, okay, wait, hold on. This is Love Month. So Valentine's already happened. It happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the pressures of Valentine's Day? Like if you're talking to a girl, it's like 1 or 2 dates. Do you have the pressure, especially being a plant daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the pressures of like, I got to give her a plant. I got to give this bitch a rose.
It's an awkward phase, right? For a lot of people, they're just starting to talk, and then it's Valentine's Day. Like, what do you do?
No pressure.
Cute.
I don't think I have an actual pressure of gifting or anything like that.
Oh, sleeping with socks on or off.
Sorry, we're interrupting because we're scrolling
Oh,
through.
go ahead. Do anything.
Okay.
Do anything.
I love this. I hate my socks on. I don't answer any of those questions. I'm on Bumble, but I haven't swiped for one person yet.
Okay, but look, this is actually really good because I've swiped through people's hinges. In the last episode, I talked about how I made a hinge. I'm not single, but just to
She's not
see.
single, but she really wants to pick the fuck off of her boyfriend, but it's fine.
Okay, so some of these answers men have are just disgusting, but yours are really funny. I want someone who is sour than sweet. I love that. You like a little fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's debate the topic. Sleeping with socks on or off? What do you do?
Off.
Off.
Off, for
100%.
sure.
It's crazy.
I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops.
Cochino ear with her socks, and then you go in bed. Gross.
By the time you wake up, the socks are pooled of sweat. It's just bad. Okay, your greatest strength, laughing at your own jokes.
1,000%.
We love it.
I watch my story a bazillion times.
I also love that you don't have a voice prompt. Those really creep me out.
Oh, the voice. He's all.
Okay.
No.
I will say.
You had one.
I had one, and it was about having a green thumb.
Okay,
And I got too many messages about where I could put my thumb.
I love that.
That would be my. That would be my go-to.
Exactly. Recreate the voice memo.
Oh, I don't even.
He's all.
It was like one thing you should.
I got a word.
No, it was one of those. One thing you should know about me, and it was simply just one thing you should know about me is I have a green thumb. So it wasn't anything like extra or anything.
Someone's
like
gonna
that.
make it dirty. It's a good way to slip in.
Yeah.
Oh, your phone locked.
Okay, well, let's learn a password. We'll share it to everybody.
Yeah, no, you're kind of a catch.
Okay. No, let's be honest. Me and Lexi were talking last night, prepping for the podcast, and I'm like, yeah. So we're talking about you. We're looking on your Instagram. We're coming up with questions and stuff. And she goes, I don't know. The fact that he takes care of plants is a little bit of a red flag for me. And I go,
Okay.
bitch, how?
I want something to look a red flag.
I don't know.
Such a green flag for a woman.
Because it shows you can take care of a woman, right? I don't know. I
Guys, take care of a woman. You could take care of a woman.
I mean, I don't know.
that don't mean that he could take care
But
of
I'm
a
talking. I have some friends.
be known right
Too many
now.
plants. But then I got, deeper in the page and I noticed your house isn't like a fucking terrarium. It's I also noticed you have a very clean house, which
Yes,
I
100%.
loved. Minimalist.
Oh, some people do post their dirty bathrooms. That's true.
And some men decorate like they're fucking in college in their dorm with the posters on the wall. Like your house is
but
very put together.
I picture you. Okay, this weekend.
She's picturing you this weekend.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. But I was this weekend. I was traveling. I'm with my headphones, and I was listening to like Keith Sweat and Jodeci, and I was listening to some old school R&B. And I feel like your house has that vibe, like where the light comes on, a girl comes in, you have the like you seem like a hopeless romantic.
Oh,
Are you?
He's like, that's the
His friend's here. Is he? Does he fall hard? Okay, so he's okay. That's good. So you just like the romance part.
I do enjoy the romance part, but I do believe in if you're gonna do something, put in some effort, right?
Yeah.
And so cater to your partner how they should. I think a lot of people don't. You nobody picks up a girl anymore, or they don't get the flowers, or like those little things and stuff like that. So I think it's normal, but today it's not normalized or anything like that. So I think, having a glass of wine with somebody, listening to some music, and having just like conversations. It may seem super simple, or it may seem out the door, but it takes you a lot further than you may actually think, right? So,
but here's the thing, I'm just gonna be devil's advocate, because when they get my age, they've done all the dating for about 10 years, and they've opened the doors, brought flowers. So when I see my hinge and my bum on my hinge, it's horrifying. And it's also like, bitch, open your own door. Shit, hell. I mean, they don't care to.
Chivalry's dead at that point.
Yeah, they're like, I've tried for 10 years. I bought bitches things. And listen, I don't need a man to buy me shit, but it's nice. It's nice when a guy's like, I put some thought into this. So, because I went on a date on Thursday night before I left.
Can you share a little more?
So I went on a date. It's a guy that I've talked about before. So he's a repeat offender. And also, going into it, I was just like, I called my daughter and I'm like, I'm going to go on this date. And I promised on the podcast that I would go on 3 dates before February's over. So this is date number 1. And so he's like, come over, we'll watch some Netflix. And Netflix and chill at our age is different. So
how so?
Because you're either really gonna watch Netflix or you're gonna fuck.
I feel like that's how it is at our age.
Oh, okay. You're really truly like tired and you're watching Netflix. Okay, so we were both really tired and we truly watched Netflix.
What did you watch?
The documentary of like America's Nightmare.
Okay.
So we watched that, and no kissing.
Holding hands, touching.
A little, like I put my hand on him and he, like, we were kind of touching, but no like ass grabbing, no. Like I wanted that, don't get me wrong. Sometimes, but I think we both have a history where like, should we cross that line? So sometimes you're afraid because you're like, we've been here before and it hasn't worked. Should we even go there again? And I think we were both like, I don't know if we want to do this again. So at the end of the night, he walked me to my car, kissed me on my forehead, and that was it. I know. So I don't know, and he sent me like a couple cute songs the next day, but I think we're both like, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. But it was good. I put myself out there.
Date 1 of 3.
Yes. And I was like, okay, this is date 1 of 3. It's fine. It happened. It's moving right along.
So how have your recent dates gone? Have you had them over on the first date? Have you taken them out?
I would say good.
Not great.
Some of them are great.
Okay, that's
some
good.
Of them are great. I think because I am being a lot more intentional about where I am putting my energy, right? I think to each their own, but as a man, you should be pursuing a woman. And so I will always pursue somebody. But I feel like sometimes when you're pursuing somebody too hard and they're not giving you anything back, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
We're over the games, right? We're fucking old for that.
I'm too tired. I have to be in bed by 7. Right. It's fine.
So I think for most women my age, or I date a little. I try to date a little bit older than me.
How old? Late 30s.
I could go late 30s.
I'm still mad.
But
like a bit. How old, bitch? In late 30s? That's what she said in her head.
Yeah. But I think I've dated like 3 completely different types of personalities or people, right? And somebody just wants somebody to completely get after them. It's different. Not completely. It's different, but you are willing to put in that effort, but sometimes those efforts will stay forever, right? To where they're never giving anything back.
You're constantly chasing.
If I was insecure, but I am a very secure person. I'm happy by myself, so I don't really need anything from anybody. So it doesn't matter how amazing somebody is if you can't show somebody else how great you are or anything like that.
I love that about your Instagram, because I talk about this a lot. I go on dates by myself. I take myself out. I buy myself wine. I take myself on vacations alone, not meeting up with anyone. I'm not swiping, seeing who could buy me dinner. I genuinely go alone. And so one of your posts that kind of stuck out to me is that, like, people where I guess were saying like, oh my God, you're single. And I think being single is like, what, you know, especially even with my age group, it's like, oh, how come you're not dating? What's wrong? Are you okay? Like, you're being too picky.
Right.
And I think it's okay to be picky to a certain extent. But I also think you should stay open. Like for me, I'm known for dating a certain type or certain race or something like that. And so I'm always open, but I'm also like, you can't help what you like.
Right.
And also, I'm okay being alone until that kind of comes along. Yeah. So for you at this stage of your life, because I feel like it's a pivotal age where a lot of people are getting engaged, having kids, stuff like that. So how do you deal with the pressures of that?
I don't think there's a pressure. I've been going on multiple dates with the same person. And things are good.
So you haven't titled her yet?
No titles. It's still kind of fresh.
Okay.
Still fresh, no title.
Would you be sad if she were to go on a date with someone else?
As of this very moment, no. Because I do feel like if you still have the need to, the desires to, or whatever the case
you
may
should
be,
pursue it.
You should pursue it. And for me, it's if you go there and it's better for you, great. You're doing me a favor, but you're also doing yourself a favor, right? If you come back and you're like, you know, I tried X, Y, and Z, it's not for me, then cool, right?
And you would still accept that? You'd be like, okay.
I think you would.
Like, fuck
if we haven't had any conversations to establish exactly what we are, where we're at, or anything like that, I'm okay with that. I think, you know, when you're, you know, one of the things that she mentioned, for example, was I'm on a 3-month trial.
She
so
said
at 3 months.
Wait, she told you that?
Not even a trial. At 3 months, she wants a relationship or she's out because she doesn't want a situation.
That's an interesting timeline, though. Like, why 3 months?
Right. You know, and
that's a fucking ultimatum. It's an ultimatum.
However, the one thing I did...
So and so, and I said, you have 3 months, you'd be like, for real, fuck you, I don't give a shit. You've been sticking around for 8 years, bitch. What the fuck you mean?
I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who that is.
But
you
I
knew
think it's all about...
Now I do, I think.
Like,
sorry.
No, but I do think it's all about communication. Yeah. You know, I'm like, hey, I understand you are... She is older, and she is more, you know, I don't want to waste my time. 30. So she's 3 years older than me. So
that's not bad at all. Yeah.
But so
that's a very it doesn't count.
But she doesn't really want to, you know, waste her time. And I'm like, I understand
you
that.
Can't.
But you know, if at 2 months we're like, hey, we're ready to be out in a relationship, I'm all for it. But if you have a hard cut off of 3 months and we haven't had certain conversations, I don't know if your credit is bad, X, Y, and Z. I'm sorry, but I'm not, you know, I'm not that person to just date somebody just because X, Y, and Z, right? There's some baggage you can deal with. There's some that you can't.
Everyone has a little bit of baggage.
Yeah.
A little bit. Shit, fuck. Everyone has baggage.
Everyone has
big
baggage.
Time.
Yeah, but I feel like there's certain conversations that at my age and with the reason why I'm dating that I should have before getting into a relationship with somebody. I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have conversations about having kids.
Yeah.
After we're engaged and you're like, whoa, I don't want to have financial conversations after we're married. And you're like, this is uncomfortable. We can't have these conversations and things like that. So I do try to address things like that at the right time, obviously. But I'm like, at 3 months, if we're there, great. If we're not there and you're pressing me, then I'm good, you know.
Do you have a rule for yourself sleeping on the first date? Do you set a timeline when you can
Yeah, this is a good one. And I like that his friend's here because he's sitting here laughing. But this is a good one because it's different perspectives. But so if a girl gives it up on the first night, what's your thoughts?
We're adults.
I agree.
If a girl wants to suck your dick on the first night, what are your thoughts?
He's letting his dick get sucked, of course.
We're adults. If we have good chemistry and everything's there, I don't see why not.
It doesn't you don't think less of her.
I'm not gonna think less of you. You're an adult. Like and it's almost hypocritical because I'm a guy and it's fine for me to do whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah,
and so I really could care less because I wouldn't be having sex with you if I wasn't into you in the first place.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be.
It's a good trial run too, you know? If the sex is bad,
out.
That's an immediate termination.
This is interesting because I've heard both ways. Like if the sex is bad, okay, first of all, there's chemistry. If someone's drunk or tipsy, okay, whatever. But also, you don't know what they like, what they don't like. So what if he goes down on a girl and she's like, come back up because you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. But I'm about to teach you how to do it better. what if it's not dynamic the first time?
Well, the
what
first time is really chill. Like,
Yeah.
you're not fucking reverse cowgirl, dildo, vibrator, handcuffs, choking the first time, are you?
Says who?
Like, it's the first time is more about, like, just...
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Together, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like, you know, the first time is really a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you got to be.
Sure.
I think everything's about like a little patience, right? If you have terrible sex the first go around, it can get better.
Can it?
Right? I think it can get better, but it can also not get better at all whatsoever. If you put in a little effort and it doesn't work for you, great. And like she said, right, you have to learn what each person likes because everybody's different. But you can't be doing that for.
But if she's just like laying there limp,
Oh, the starfish?
Is that bad
No,
sex?
no,
No,
absolutely not. A starfish? Absolutely not.
Same with guys though.
you know what the worst thing guys do during sex?
What?
When they're on top, they forget how like big they are. And they'll put their full body weight on you, and I'm like, I can't fucking breathe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, lift the
I'm
chest
like
up.
smother the shit out of me.
Oh my god, I'm like,
Big barbarian.
you big barbarian. That's her dirty talk. Dirty talk.
It depends on the. It depends on the person.
I mean, some people don't.
Everybody's different, so it depends on the person.
Like, you can't call every girl dirty little slut the first time you fuck.
Oh, she'd be like, "Fuck you! Don't ever call me." Nah, but then some girls are like, "Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just depends.
Okay, wait, what's your sign? You're
I'm an Aries.
So
I don't
March?
know much about.
March 31st.
Wait, okay.
Two of my kids are so Gabby's the 2nd and Ezra is the 17th.
Yeah, I don't know much about Aries men.
I don't know.
Apparently, I'm compatible with them,
Creative,
but
maybe a little bit.
I have no idea.
I have no
I
idea.
would say you're creative. You're emotionally intelligent, in tune. Huh.
I have 3 sisters, and I also worked with 9 women.
There you go.
Until recently, I was like,
Wait, what do you do for a living? We didn't ask that.
We're like, how do you fuck?
We didn't even get to like the good questions, girl. We didn't
Business. All right.
Let's talk. Let's switch it up a little bit. What do you do for work?
so I work in real estate. So I work for Remax.
So you're a realtor. Or you?
No, I don't sell homes. So I'm actually a business coach and franchise consultant. So I oversee Wisconsin and Indiana Remax franchises. Nice. So I work with those brokers and coach them on how to grow,
How to build their business.
how to build their business. Yeah. So how to do mergers and acquisitions, or hey, is this really the right fit? What direction should we go? Can we find a succession planning? So things like that. So
How did you start creating content?
because of what I do. So part of any and everything that has to do with the business, I have to deal with, whether it's legal. So I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none, other than I am a master of some things. So when it comes to brand development, a lot of franchise owners are older. So somebody would be like, "Oh, I just put a newspaper ad out," and I'm like, "No, majority of your customers are going to be millennials."
Yeah.
So the first thing that I'm doing is picking up my phone, and I'm like, "Okay, well, how do I help them?"
Yeah.
And so I build a brand development strategy.
Nice.
I implemented it for myself, but I don't really have an off switch for my job. And so I chose plans because it was a hobby at the time. So I implemented the same strategy, and over time just grew it, stayed consistent, got a little aggressive whenever it was time to be aggressive and everything like that.
So wait, what was one of your first posts that went viral?
One of my first ones, I was actually dating somebody at that time. And she was like, "Hey, when you talk, your videos do very well." And she was a fitness influencer, right? And so she's like, "When you don't talk, they don't do well. So why are you still like not talking?" And so one of the first ones I did, it was basically just like, here are three house plans. You have to be a serial killer to unalive, right? And so honestly, I'm gonna give you a pass on that one because
Is it a hard one?
Most people kill that plan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a pass on that one.
There you go.
But I think
I have other plants alive. Okay. That's just
I'd like to see them.
Yeah.
I will show photos.
But yeah, that was one of the first ones that went. It was super simple, but it had a little bit of my personality, my humor, simple, easy, and people were like, "Yes, like how about this? How about that? How about this?" And then from there on, it just kind of like kept going.
So how many times a week are you posting to stay consistent?
Oof. When I was first building, I started 3 times a week. After like a month, I went to like 5 times a week. And then after like another 2-3 months, I went twice a day on like 2 or 3 days throughout the week. and I was only on TikTok. And then it just kept going. After,
Are you
like,
pretty big on TikTok?
I've probably almost like 200,000 followers on
Yeah.
TikTok.
We need to
Same.
follow on TikTok.
Yeah, and so
I don't know how I grew my TikTok. It just grew to 220,000. I was like, shit, I don't know what
Woke
happened.
up one morning and
Yeah, I thought I got hacked, honestly. But that was back in 2020.
things just go viral. Yeah, things, but you were probably consistent, or you have things that go viral.
It was my second post.
That was your
But,
second. Okay.
but I think at that time there was a bunch of 12-year-olds and it was different content,
Okay.
to be honest. So, but anyway, back to you. So you're posting twice a day. And now how many times are you posting?
So now I don't post on TikTok that much because it is very sporadic and consistent.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of phasing.
long form videos do really well on TikTok, but they are time consuming, especially for what I do.
what's a long form video?
Like over a minute.
Yeah.
For TikTok.
Explaining stuff.
Yeah, and they are they do great, but they're very time consuming. And I do have a very demanding job as well, which people don't realize, and I travel a lot. And so I switched over to Instagram. I wanted to see how fast I could grow my Instagram.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Probably I grew it within less than 6 months, over 100,000 followers.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But now I just post about 2-3 tons a week. So I'm not like overwhelming myself or like oversaturating.
You're just staying consistent.
Yeah, trying to just stay
Do
consistent.
you sell that development plan or a framework for social media? You should start selling it.
Don't. I started speaking. So I'll go to like a conference and talk about standing out like in your saturated, market or niche or whatever the case may be, and everything like that. So I'll speak because I speak a lot for work as well. But I don't sell it or anything like that.
You should. Ebooks. It's all the rage.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that idea from?
So many people. Okay, so I do want to talk about plants a little bit.
Okay.
Serial killer plants. What are the easiest plants to maintain? This is gorgeous, by the way.
So
Is that a pothos?
yeah. See, you're already winning.
I
But yeah.
didn't know what that was.
I know 2 plants because I have 2 plants, and that's one of them.
Yeah, you'll like pothos, easy plants to take care of.
This is gonna be
Mine's
our
dying.
podcast plant. So if it dies, it's your fault. Oh fuck!
I never come down. I never come down here.
But yeah, no, pothos like monsteras, snake plants, those are like pretty easy to like.
Where's a good place to buy plants? Like, is Home Depot, is that going to give you a quality plant? Look at our little tree over here from IKEA. I wouldn't say that's the best place to buy.
It's also getting beat up by the sun right now next to that.
So we need to take it away from the sun.
Oh, I know. It's just sitting. I didn't even know it was still alive. Shit.
I water it once a week.
She's like, let's plan the podcast. I'm like,
once a
we
week
do.
is probably pretty good for it.
It just is the sun's the issue. Okay, so where are we buying the best plants?
Best plants. Okay, so
Home
a lot
Depot.
of people are probably gonna hate me for saying this. Like plant people. If you're just getting into plants, you don't need to be go into an actual plant store.
Which is super expensive.
So
It's super expensive. Everything's overpriced. Go to your Home Depot, your Lowe's, even like Walmart, super centers that have plants and stuff like that, and buy your plants from there. Right when you get more comfortable, unless you're buying like a specialty plant or anything like that, you really shouldn't be spending that much money on plants from plant shops.
Okay.
And then, but I will say, like we have Nick's here in Denver, and
Did you know we had Nick's here in Denver?
I don't even know what
it's like
that is.
It's like
I'm
one
like,
of the, yeah. So
Yep.
But
Love Nick's.
you'll see a lot
Love
of
Nick's.
a lot
Oh,
of
is that a bar?
He's like, no. A lot of the big box stores are lowering their plants, the prices on their plants now. So it is a lot.
The trash every time.
I know.
I
You
cannot.
hear that, listeners?
I think
it's
we-
like
it's every Monday
It's
too.
here for your plant.
it's. You know, you said we could save it. We're saving it, and you're gonna help us. Okay.
didn't mean it.
One question I do want to know. So, as you've had a plant for a while, so
Yeah.
we'll use my palm tree for example at home. Repotting it scares the shit out of me, but it is growing out of its tiny ass thing. So, how do you repot?
Repotting.
hard.
Okay, you just grab a pot. Get like
What
a
if it's like a big plant?
That's fine. Put a mat down. Just like take it out of there, break it, the pot if it can't come out or anything like that. Always fill like a third of the base of the pot
With soil.
New soil.
with new soil. Break out all the soil from the existing ones, and everything. Just pop it in, fill it up, fully like saturate the soil. So like run it under a sink or something. Let it fully fully
Drain through.
fully drain through and everything. And then just make sure because you are transporting it, make sure that for like the first couple weeks, it's not fully drying out. So the roots are like staying
Like gentle
healthy.
watering throughout the week.
So it's not just like, so you're just, don't let it like fully dry out basically. So the roots are still like they don't have like a big shock.
Okay.
Or anything
Okay.
like that.
Is there a specific time of year you should repot? I've heard that one.
Like spring, summers are like great.
So not in the winter.
Winter, no.
Why?
Who repots in the winter anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, I barely water my plants, but
who repots? You can't even water your one plant.
Shut up. Next question.
Okay, I did see a TikTok once, and it's this lady doing her weekly watering for all of her plants. So first of all, do you have to have a spreadsheet of like when to water, and then
No, absolutely not. You'll see, like, I hate when people like try to teach me stuff and they're trying to sound smart. So you'll see like everything I do is like super like simple, straight to the point. I don't have a calendar. I don't have anything.
You just know when
you're in tune with them. You talk to them, and they tell you.
Do you talk to them?
I don't talk to them, but I might sing and dance around them.
Okay.
That same thing.
I might sing to them, shake them every now and then.
Shake them like you go like that. You just tell them you love them. Give them a little hug.
A little shake.
A little
That's
shimmy.
cute.
Yeah, but no, when you're watching
A little shimmy.
They love it.
but no, walking around your house, you kind of just like, oh, you look sad, or you know, cut off some yellow leaves. So I try to do like a consistent, just like throughout the week, so it's not overwhelming when you have like over 100 plants.
Yeah.
So if it looks sad, it looks like it needs to be watered, water it, trim it, whatever the case may be, and then on like a weekend when I'm actually doing full on plant care, it doesn't take me 2 hours, 3 hours to take care of them.
Okay, so you have your plant care routine. What's your self-care routine? Do you have a skincare routine? We forgot to ask them the question.
So this, I know this is our question. Do you? Because I told Lexi this. I'm like, he is showing consistency. He's showing that he can take care of something every day. But do you take care of your skin? Like, when's the last time you washed your face?
This morning.
Intentional.
Good.
Well, not just with your shampoo.
No, this morning.
Okay.
I have somebody already told me it was bad. I use Clinique.
That's fine. It's better than not washing your face.
So I'll use that. Use the little scrub. They have like a little scrub.
So you have them all, and you're like, I want to buy
the beauty
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
So
Well, we got you
Credit.
some cleanser, some moisturizer.
it used to be just water because black don't crack.
Oh, but it do get ashy. I say that all the time.
So
yeah.
the point where you like, okay, I guess I'll take
Please.
care of it.
Don't come at me with that one.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong people here.
I think just with like adulting, if I'm being honest, I think before there's a lot of things you don't care about when you're younger, and as you adult, you start,
You're like, oh,
processing like, hey, I really should be, hydrating my skin, or all those little things. Or like, I'm black, I ran track in college, and I use sunscreen, but most people don't process like, oh, I still need to use sunscreen even though I'm black.
especially black people. Anyone of color, actually. They're like, oh no, we just get more brown. It's fine, but they don't realize that's a thing.
UV damage is still a thing.
Yep. Well, I'm so glad that you take care of your skin, because that shows maturity in my eyes. I feel like a lot of people don't take care of their skin, men or women. Especially it was looked at as a girl thing back in the day. And I'm like, it's your skin. Yeah. Girls and guys have skin. So
Did your ex-girlfriend influence you to start the routine? Was it her?
Yes and no, probably. I gotta do a pedicure soon.
We love a man that
Stuff
takes
like
care of
that.
his hands.
yeah, I do. I met a guy when he was getting a pedicure. I mean, he was young.
He was great. He takes care of himself. I don't.
He was 20. He was like 28. I thought he was
Is
older.
that too good of hands?
Yeah, I don't trust a
They're
man.
too shiny.
Oh.
Let me say.
The
Let me
like
say.
they're too manicured.
Especially when you're black. Don't have them too shiny. But listen, I was in Atlanta. And I went to what was it?
A convention, a business.
But it was Black Forbes.
Yes.
So I went to Black Forbes, and Atlanta, there's hot men everywhere. But I'm not lying. Every black man in that vicinity that I was in had too shiny of nails for my taste.
Too much buffing.
I love the good, like, well kept, but it was a little too pretty for me.
Just have it filed.
But, you know, there's just a fine line. I don't know if everyone was just getting ready for the conference or what happened, but
I'm kind of into the trend where men are painting their nails, though. I think it's fun.
I think it's cute.
Do
I'm
you?
not mad at it.
Do you like that?
Odd. I had my
I'm
toenails
not.
painted.
No, he said no.
I feel like you would have your nails painted as trend. That's not a bad thing. I can see statement nails.
does not look like he would paint his nails.
No.
Period. But I do think, like, do they go and say, like, I want this one green?
No, I've never painted my fingernails. I have had my toenails painted before because my ex wanted me to.
Why?
And I walked.
She had a foot fetish?
No, she was just like, you should do it.
Did she paint them for you?
No, we were getting our nails done.
Okay.
But I walked out of the shower and I looked at my. Never.
You're like,
again.
fuck that.
You're like,
I was like, no, this is. It was like a green, like a
Okay.
forest green. I was like, yeah, this isn't for me.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, this is
Cool with the
for me.
statement nail, but for
Yeah.
some reason the painted toes is a lot.
I don't know. It's like back in my day. I always say back in my day, but, like, I don't know if guys still do. I know. The guys that were cute and, like, trendy, they had the long pinky nail. It was a Coke nail.
Oh yeah.
And it was like a trend. So if they had, like, the long pinky nail, and I used to think that was so gross.
I mean, it is. It's fucking disgusting.
So with the one pinky nail colored, same thing. Same
Okay.
thing.
Well, now people use like necklaces for coat. They have like a little spit.
Great. Perfect. I do not.
Yeah, the long nail is gross. Okay, what do you think of the women's nail trend? The long coffin nails, is that a turn off?
Oh, do you love a girl who has, like, the
Like
long?
that-
So she talks with her nails like
Typing, the ASMR.
No, I'm like, no, I'm okay.
Okay.
Like, you can have long, like, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. As long as she-
Decent size, but like probably like I've seen nails like
So
long.
fucking long.
That's not for me. Yeah.
Mm.
What's a big turn off for you?
Oh, a big turn off to somebody who's dirty.
Like just you seem like a clean man.
Yeah, somebody who's dirty.
Like dishes in the sink, bed unmade,
Yeah.
crap all over.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that's how I left my house.
Well, yeah. From time to time when you're kind of rushed.
I was in a hurry this morning, okay?
But something that went viral was, you know who Alex Earl is, right?
No.
Okay. Well, she's a big influencer on TikTok, very famous, and she
Call her
was-
daddy?
No, she's on Call Her Daddy's podcast label or whatever.
Yeah.
But she posted a video that she found a dress in her closet that had vomit stains from her birthday the year before. She hadn't washed it. She was smelling it. She's like, it still smells bad. To me, I think so much differently of her now. That's fucking
Fucking
gross.
Yeah, I can't
That's
have
foul.
Foul.
stuff that's
Yeah, that's foul.
that's just me in a hurry on a
Yeah.
Monday. But I think also dirty. Some people I thought were clean, and I'd go to their house. I'm like,
It
what
says
is
everything you
going
need to
on? But I'm also Latina. Like, my grandma clean houses for a living. That's what we fucking do. So if she came to my house and saw my house dirty,
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
she would ban me from the family.
Okay, what about a bush? Like, is that considered dirty?
Like a girl's bush?
Yeah, a bush.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Not a
him
plant.
trimming a bush. Do
I
people
don't-
DM you and be like, "Help me with my plant, daddy"?
Oh, there's don't even get me
My bush,
started.
daddy.
Don't even get me started.
That's some of them. I want to hear some.
I know. We want to know.
You want to know what my DMs look like?
Yes.
Well, I just want to know, like,
Pull 'em
have girls said that? Like, have girls? What's like the craziest thing?
Great. I don't know. They're all pretty.
Like, say just some recent one.
It was like one of the most recent one is like I'm pretty easy. Like I'm like a plant. All I need is to be watered and like to have sex.
I don't think
Or like-
did plants have sex?
I'm like, I don't know what you think I'm doing.
Hey,
Fucking your plant.
Yeah, whatever. the
when I
case
said it in
may
his DM.
That's exactly what that
be. But they are pretty like innovative. You know, some people are like, well, you're a plant dad, you're a dog dad, you want to be a stepdad too, or like. They get pretty clever.
Yeah,
They
that's
get pretty
funny.
clever. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but back to the bush.
The bush. I think if you're
Lexi wants to know whether
I
she
need
should
to
trim
know.
hers or not.
Mine is. We don't need to get into what mine looks like right now.
I
no,
didn't know you had a bush.
I mean, I haven't shaved since Tulum. We're getting really graphic right now, but now the vacation's over.
That's screaming 30.
It's screaming late 30s
I'm just
still.
there. All right, so bush or no bush?
bush.
Because
Probably-
remember the last guys that were on here, what they said.
Yeah.
It's good to get different perspectives.
Probably, I don't mind. I think if you just like don't maintain your body.
He's all, as long as you water
No.
it and trim it.
Yeah, no, seriously. No, like you trim around, like proper maintenance and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't mind at all whatsoever.
Okay.
I think you're just like not taking care of yourself. That's completely different.
Like, so no wolf pussy.
No wolf pussy. That's what our last.
Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called?
Pussy.
Pussy.
No wolf
Mhm.
pussy.
No wolf
Yeah.
pussy.
No wolf booty.
No.
Oh, ew.
No.
Okay, that's disgusting.
I mean, wolf booty. Hairy butts are a thing. Men have the hairiest of all butts.
We're not going to go into that.
Do you manscape?
I do.
Do you? I feel like do you guys are gym buddies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you go to school?
NAU in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like NAU's gorgeous.
Are you born and raised here? Okay, so you live.
You look LA. That's another bad thing. I feel like I keep ripping you, but you look LA.
Wow, you're like, I'm innocent here. I'm just sitting here.
From LA too. Well,
Okay. Let's go back to the Valentine's thing because
Yes.
this is the love month.
mhm.
You're seeing a girl. You're kind of seeing a girl. What's planned for Valentine's Day? Like, what's the thing that do you feel like it's too much pressure? It's too hallmarky? Say the truth.
I think there may be too much pressure in some ways, depending on like what stage of talking or dating you're at. I do think you should tend to your person, and do the dinners, the gifts, and everything like that. But I don't think a woman should like if you're talking to a man or like you guys are there, and you wake up, you don't have no plans, you don't have no gifts, you don't have anything like that. That's foul.
Valentine's, it's foul. Yeah. And it's so easy. All you need to do on Valentine's Day, roses and chocolate.
Yeah.
Go to fucking King Supers. Like, honestly,
But you wouldn't want them from King Supers, let's be honest.
I would.
I want some forever roses. I want some forever roses.
No, I want something nice. But do you give flowers or plants or a mix of both?
Probably flowers first. I'll do flowers first. Try not to gift plants.
You're like, that's
Unless
too
you really
forever.
like
No.
That's long term.
Yeah,
that's saying we're rooted into some things.
We're rooted.
Because flowers die and shit. You're like, this
Yeah.
might last a week, maybe not.
No.
I don't know.
No, I'll do flowers over plants. I don't expect everybody to be a planty person. And then plants also are like 5% of my life, right? And everything like that.
Yeah.
So,
I like that you're not pushing plants onto people. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of the plant girlies that I'm friends with,
Mhm.
they're fucking obsessed. It's their life. You have to have this plant. You have to do this to the plant, and it's too much.
yeah, no.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's aggressive.
It is.
Okay, so roses. What do you do on a first date or Valentine's Day? It's new, right? Your girl's new. Oh, shit. Okay, so flowers, not a plant.
Something simple, not
Just
from
in
King
case
Supers, but like Whole Foods.
Oh no, Trader Joe's has better
Trader
flowers.
Joe's. Yeah, get her some roses.
Asking for advice for it.
Oh,
That's good. That's a good friend.
Yeah.
He got
Cute.
he got his first bouquet not long ago.
Really? Where'd you get it from?
Where were you?
I think it was King Supers.
He got it from King Supers. But King
Oh,
Supers is bad flowers.
But it was also last minute. Not,
Just don't buy the
Did you
pre-made.
put it together, or was it already pre-made?
It was pre-made.
I said
Okay.
don't buy the pre. Okay. The pre-mades that bother me are the artificially like spray painted ones.
no,
like the
don't do-
neon
no, we don't do
pink.
that.
That's fucked
No,
up.
we
The
don't do
Broncos
that.
colors.
Remember that guy that brought me a plant, and we were like,
What plant was it?
it was a flower with the little flowers on the end.
Oh, so I'm never giving you flowers. She's like the little plant
No, it was a plant with little.
with flowers.
I don't remember. Oh my god, it was so fucking ugly and like an orange pumpkin or something.
No, it was so bad.
Yeah.
And he this was when we were already gonna break up. I don't know what happened, but it was disgusting. It was not a good plant.
Yeah.
It was kind of like from, I don't know. It was bad.
Like 1-800-Flowers.
and if he knew me, he would know.
Just
I would
get a
have killed.
fucking
I would have killed it
reference.
anywed Die, motherfucker.
Died with their butt. Okay, so we want to know what the main thing a woman can do that would just instantly make you fall in love.
Ooh, this is a good one.
main thing instantly.
I don't think men instantly fall in love. They fall in lust.
Or I guess what is the point or thing they can do at a certain point in time where you're like, shit,
You wanna
just
know
did
what-
this,
I think-
she's
You
the
wanna
one.
know what I did real quick before you answer because I want you both
Yeah.
to think about your answer. I was on a Valentine's Day. Albie, don't start with me.
Why is Albie
I
laughing?
know, Albie, don't sit there. You know, I'll make you say too.
Oh,
Okay,
Albie's
so-
very romantic.
I know. So I was on a Valentine's date with somebody, and it was like 4 dates in. I was like really feeling him. I thought he was cute. And I took off my underwear. We played a game,
Oh yeah,
and we played like blackjack or something. I don't know, slapjack.
I don't know what that is.
And I went to the bathroom. I took off my I took my panties there, and I just gave it to him. It was on Valentine's
So
Day.
hot.
It was hot. It was sexy. It was like all the things. Fuck him. But anyway,
But anyway,
moving right along. What is something that a girl can do to be like, you're like, whoa,
Fuck.
that was hot. Like, that was so hot.
I think just being like assertive and confident. I think a lot of women they kind of just like wait around, and always like, you know, you just had your forehead kiss and you wanted more, and you would probably had more if you just like
If she
took-
would have,
if you would have just took initiative, right? Because sometimes maybe he is nervous, maybe
he's
he is
waiting
trying to
for
be
you.
cautious, or like maybe he's like,
if you're talking about my date the other night, he's definitely not nervous.
Complicated.
That is some bullshit. He's old.
But in general, I think there is a lot of pressure when dating, right? And so I think men always have like so much pressure to them, and you're always like trying to read a situation. And sometimes all it takes is a woman to just like give the man a little of like what you want, or like communicate what you want, and
Like
be
a little something.
this is what I want. You know, like, this is what I want.
So throw
And
you a bone.
It goes a long way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I like a girl that can talk to my friends without me being there.
He likes a girl that can talk to his friends
So
without him
confident.
being there. That it's
Yeah.
that's
Not having to
major.
be so
Go
clingy.
to the bathroom and she can hang out with my friends and I'll feel like I'm comfortable.
You could take
Yeah.
her as a
Yeah.
wedding guest to a wedding where she'd know no one and just vibe with the
Work
crowd.
the room.
Yeah, I think we both could do that. 100%.
But
Put
it's our-
us in a fucking prison. We'll get along. And
Oh, well, that's my bitch, Maria. That's my other bitch.
bitch, Maria. Okay, so what is a cringe thing, but not as vague as lacking confidence? Like, what is something like, for example, her breath smells?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do bad breath, bad hygienes. I am like a very like neat person, and so like stuff like that are cringy. The socks thing is actually like cringy. I had somebody try to be sweet, and I got back from a trip and they left. I was tired from my trip, and they folded my like comfort clothes, left it on my bed.
You were living with her?
No,
She was just staying the
You
night.
just
she
okay.
was watching my dogs too.
Okay.
So you used that.
But
No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
no, I actually paid her.
I'm messing with you. Keep going.
However, she put my slides on my bed.
Oh no.
The dirty shoe?
No
Yeah,
suitcases
that's
on the
that.
bed,
That's
no shoes
like
on the
something.
bed.
Yeah, so that was like,
That's just a
That's
lack
cringe,
of awareness for how to behave in society.
yeah.
The bed is supposed to be pristine. That's the one
Yeah.
main rule I have for my boyfriend. You cannot step
Also
into the bed
medical
unless you
field,
shower.
So like very cleanliness
Yeah.
and all that stuff is
the
important.
bed
Like
is
the bed.
sacred.
Yeah.
Well, there's that stat about how much germs you bring in the house if you wear your shoes inside. So do you wear your shoes inside the house?
On my first floor.
Okay.
'Cause I have 2 dogs.
Yeah.
So the back.
And dogs are dirty. as
Dogs are
shit.
dirty.
Yeah.
But the upstairs is sacred.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I saw you let your pets on your sofa.
I also wash them like my couch like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So those are like
Love it.
and
Because I don't let
wash, like, every 2
Nipsey
weeks.
is not allowed on my bed. Poor thing. He sits on. He just.
She is a massive dog. It's like 100 pounds.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's-
Nip
yeah.
is just staring at me. Just
Your
sad
dogs
as
look alike.
shit.
You have golden doodles, right? Or what are they?
They're standards actually.
Standards.
I have a
Yeah.
golden doodle.
Yeah, they're probably cut the same though.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah, goofy.
Doesn't shed. Mine doesn't shed.
No. Do yours shed?
No.
Okay, that makes sense. Have you ever been dating 2 girls at once? This is kind of trending right now.
If
Well,
I'm
wait, let me
Wait,
finish the
what?
question.
Go ahead,
Hold
go
on,
ahead,
because
go
I'm
ahead.
staring at you. What? That it's never gone out of trend. I feel like men always date.
You guys aren't letting me finish my
You're like,
statement.
this is trendy right
Everyone's
now.
interrupting me.
Dating 2
Right.
women at the same time.
I'm gonna keep going because that's not what I was gonna say. Actually, I was
Okay,
gonna
tell
say what happens with women's hair is it falls out. So have you ever had a woman over who had like brunette hair and then the blonde comes over and she's like, who the fuck's hair is this?
I'm too clean for that. I do clean my I clean. I'm gonna make my bed.
Women's hair is everywhere though.
I know. You
Wash
never
machine.
know.
Never
Doesn't matter
know.
how clean you are. There
I
can be.
I haven't, but you might find like a hair tie or like something like that.
I
Has a
once
girl said anything?
Oh well, you could say something about it, but we're adults.
Yeah. No, I once found a bobby pin on my boyfriend's floor in his apartment. And like, I don't own bobby pins. Who the fucks is this?
Yeah.
Oh, did you say something?
I did. And he's like, no, you own bobby pins. I was like, I don't. I get home. I have bobby pins. I was like, I don't know. But it was a whole thing.
That,
No, I didn't like
that-
to look for little clues.
Yeah.
But you're also in a full relationship. So.
That's true. But if you're dating
but
casually,
and for
it's
most parts, I date. Like,
See, me being Latina, if I go in and I sit with guys,
I know.
they'll
It-
I said, I'm Latina, and I see
It does.
blonde hair. I'm like, what fucking nasty ass bitch did you have in this car?
flicking it away.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be that drama. I used to. Old Angel would before therapy.
Yeah. Do you go to therapy?
I do.
Good.
Healthy.
I feel like every man, especially your age, needs therapy.
Definitely.
That's good.
What
At my
led
age.
you to doing therapy?
What led me? So I'm a very independent person. I don't know how to ask for help and stuff like that. And I fully ruptured my Achilles like 8 months ago. And after like being able to start walking again, like you're just like down for like months of not doing anything. I was like very low in energy, and you have a lot of time to like process a lot of things. And so I never really knew what like being sad. I'm like a very happy person, so I never really knew what like being sad or like unmotivated and stuff like that was. And so I started therapy to try to figure out I don't like things I don't understand. So I started therapy, and I like it. So even though like now I'm fine again, but it does help me. I don't bring my problems to the table. Like even if I'm in a relationship, I'm not gonna like. If you're having a bad day, we're not both gonna have bad days or anything like that. But now I have an outlet that I can just go and communicate stuff or like learn that like, hey, you may think this is a good trait, but it's actually like a bad trait or and stuff like that.
So have you ever been told in a relationship that you seem closed off if you're not sharing your problems or
Yeah, I will say that, but I will say it's also if I communicate with you, and I feel like a lot of times when like a man communicates with a woman, if I communicate with you and you make me feel awkward about it or like bad about it or
fuck
anything
that
like
bitch.
I know.
then I'm not gonna keep coming back to you when
no.
I'm vulnerable. I come to you and it doesn't go well. I'm not gonna keep coming back to you or anything like that.
But they want you
But
to tend to
but-
them when they're feeling some
Yeah.
type of way.
So if you create that space, like I 100% will communicate. If you don't, then I won't. But now I'm not gonna have that problem because I wouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who I'm not able to communicate with even when I'm vulnerable.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So what is next for Plant Daddy?
What is next?
Yeah. What's on the horizon?
On the horizon, so I will probably write a book.
Nice.
Fuck
I'm gonna start on a book. Hopefully, I might go on a vacation soon. That'd be nice.
Where are you going?
I don't know yet. Kind of a last minute planner. Kind of a last minute planner.
He's
He's
all
gonna be
broke. We have
mad. He's always he's always
Take it
like
with you.
Yeah. He's all. So are we going?
we do. I do travel a lot. So we'll go to London. And do some like UK touring
Fun.
and stuff like that.
Now, will you take your girls or be just like a bromance thing?
No,
Yeah.
So one of my best friends lives out there. And so we'll go see him. And some of our other friends are out there. And so just like a little bros trip.
Do you guys have like a whole group of you guys? Like a bunch
we
of guys?
actually don't like people.
Oh,
Same.
okay.
We're very extroverted.
So you guys
But-
are just the only. Or is this the one that you have on your social?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I
Yeah.
remember seeing.
But I will
It's hard
say
to trust people.
Yeah.
It's hard to really vibe with someone.
a lot of people our age have completely different priorities.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is tough to make friends our age. I can't go to the bars. I got 2 jobs. I can't go to the bars every single weekend. I live a very healthy lifestyle. So you've got to always be able to find somebody who has like similar personalities or is like always making you better, understands what you do, and like fits in your life really well. And so most of our friends like outside of us are like older than us because most people our age are like on complete different like
They're not going
in
out
a
to the
completely
clubs
different
every
world.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite spot in Denver? right now. So if you do go to a spot, bar or not, it doesn't matter. Restaurant, bar, hang out.
What is favorite restaurant, favorite hangout spot, favorite dinner spot?
Favorite dinner spot. Ooh, like casual. I like Jing because it's always
Where's
like
that?
super low key.
Lindsay's not here.
Yeah,
I've never
That's
been.
so funny that you
Jing
say
is
that.
in like the DTC
Jing is-
area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so super low key.
Yeah.
Not too much, not too little, or anything like that. I try to stay away from the crowds, and everything. So probably something like a Peaks Lounge, something like super like low key, away from like everything.
Okay. So no downtown Denver.
So they have a new DJ, Master Monk,
Where?
and so I've gotten close to him not long ago. So I've been outside a little bit more than I normally am because he's like, hey, come check it out. But what's it, Riot House? I've
Okay.
been to Riot House. Like
Right house or
Ryan.
what?
Ryan?
Riot House.
Oh.
Riot House.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
so I've been there a few times and whatnot, but it's all right. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. What's your favorite breakfast spot?
Snooze?
The mainstream one? Snooze.
that's-
Basic bitch. It's good though.
It is good.
Was it Rufus?
Root down?
No.
And Edgewater?
Target to the R. The one right by
We'll get back to you, people. Okay, tell us where they can find you. Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, my Instagram is K_WOSSIE, and my TikTok is K_WOS.
Okay, you gotta follow him for all your plant needs. And if
know.
you're single, I mean, slide into the DMs.
He's not
it better be
taking-
creative.
I know. Don't come with my bush needs watering. We don't want any of that. I don't want him to report back to me like, this girl follows you and she's asking me to water
Honestly,
her
I'll
bush.
just start sending you like.
Please send them to us.
Send it
We'll weed him out for you.
We'll be your matchmakers.
No, but hit him up. He's not taken just yet.
Not quite officially.
Him and his little plant
He's on his
buddy,
3
buddy.
month. He's on his 3 month timeline. So we'll.
I still like 2 months. I still like 2 months.
Oh, but
ladies.
okay. Few months. So
time.
slide in.
No, but I appreciate you. I slid in his DMs, but for a reason. I'm so glad we met. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I definitely want to have you guys back. Maybe we'll have both of you guys back. 'Cause
Yeah.
we do love a good guy duo.
Yeah.
We love a round table.
We love a round table talk. We have some girls always bashing men on here sometimes, but it's
We
good.
are man haters though. Like
No, no.
That's okay.
we'll
That's
shit
okay.
on a
That means-
man who deserves it, but
That
we
means y'all
love
are soft.
men.
That means
No.
y'all are soft.
I love men.
Yeah, no, we don't hate men. We love men.
No, like truly, I promise.
Truly, I love men. But no, thank you so much.
Yes.
And you already told them where to find him.
Yeah,
and
we'll
all that
link
stuff.
it. And
Thank you for my plant. I promise not to
Of
kill it,
course.
but I
Of
can't
course.
pinky promise.
No, I'll keep it alive.
Just water like once every like week or two.
That's what we heard though.
Easy. Easy. All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys
You
for
guys
having
have
me.
a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.